Hey everyone, today we're going to talk absolute nonsense. This is the absolute nonsense that we hear from the cosmetic and particularly the skincare industry. So let's make a start. So the first one is mineral oil. Horrible, horrible product. Even though it isn't a horrible ingredient, and it just isn't. Mineral oil gets a really bad rap for the fact that it's pore clogging, even though it is one of the least likely products to clog a pore because the molecule is too big. When you find people with breakouts and they're saying it's the mineral oil, it's probably not. It's almost certainly other products within that product that you're using, or other ingredients, should I say, within that product. Mineral oil is very benign. It can be used for wound healing. It's used in hospitals. Mineral oil isn't evil, despite the fact that people say about the whole process of creating mineral oil that it's really bad. We'll get onto that in a minute. Noncomedogenic, which means it will not clog a pore. Guaranteed to not clog a pore. Even though it's a made-up word, there's no regulatory, it's not regulated. You can say whatever you want. I could create a product and say it's noncomedogenic. Doesn't mean anything. It gives you the illusion it won't clog a pore, but there's just no one can do that really, because anything can clog a pore almost. I know we just spoke about mineral oil, but people's skin can break out from a myriad of different reasons, from products that say they're not going to. Nothing can guarantee it will not clog a pore. Generally speaking, the thicker a product, the more chance there is it will clog a pore. So a heavy moisturizer is more likely to clog a pore than a serum. But as I found out recently, a cleanser was breaking me out pretty badly, and that's only left on the skin for a few seconds. So that's why noncomedogenic is just nonsense. Speaking of nonsense, is dermatologist tested. What does that tell you? Nothing. Just tells you that a dermatologist tested it. It doesn't even say they liked it, just that they tested it, but it gives the illusion that it's a good product. Hypoallergenic, again, not regulated, can pretty much put it on anything you want and say it's hypoallergenic. It's just nonsense. Speaking of nonsense, natural is better. So poison ivy is natural. Stinging nettles, you wouldn't necessarily want to rub them on your skin. Remember when I talked about the mineral oil and the crude oil and the extraction process and it's all horrible, blah, blah, blah. How do people think that they get that sacred flower extract out? It's not through affirmation or prayer, and that you just say something, please release your precious fluid, and then it suddenly does, right? The flower just goes, ooh, there you go. It's an extraction process. It's not natural. It's just, there are amazing natural products and natural skincare ingredients, and there are amazing synthetic ingredients. Neither one is better or worse than the other. It's just how effective it's going to be in the product. pH balanced. We see it everywhere. Every single skincare product is pH balanced. Otherwise, it would tear your face off. It's that simple. They all have to be, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to use them. They would destroy your skin. Use this product and you will look 10 years younger. I saw this again recently. This one actually had 15 years younger. So let's just think about it for a second, right? At what age do you have to use the product to look 10 years younger? At 20? So if you use it at 20 years old, will you look 10? No, of course you won't. So they don't tell you at what age does it work, right? So if you've got to be 40 and then you look 30, or is it 80 and you look 70? It's all nonsense. It's all used as a ploy to get us to buy it. How they really do it is they strip, and this goes with the before and after pictures that you see. So this all ties into one. They get those before and after pictures, as well as the 10 years younger, by stripping and dehydrating the skin. They can do that through various alcohols that are applied to the skin to dehydrate it. Oftentimes the client will be asked to smile or frown or do something that will give an expression on their face. Now, anytime you dehydrate the skin, you're going to make it look older. Then they apply the new product, whatever it is, this new amazing moisturizer that's going to make you look 10 years younger, and the skin is instantly plumped and hydrated. Then they can take the after photo and say, look, here's the two. Look how different it looks. See how the wrinkle looks reduced? Now, they could get a host of people, it could even be from their own team, and they could look at both pictures and go, that looks 10 years younger. That's how you do it. It's all lies, it's all nonsense, and it's all only used to make sure that you buy the product. It is pointless and means nothing. And finally, skin purging. Skin purging is a real thing, but there is a very big difference between a skin purge and skin irritation. A skin purge will tend to happen when you use... Oh, I'm getting a phone call. One sec. Hello?
Hello?
Okay, sorry about that. Where was I? I was talking about skin purging. I literally just had a phone call and somebody was I did a video for someone and they were like, you look very miserable throughout the whole thing. Well, sorry, that's my face. Anyway, so skin purging versus skin irritation. They can look very similar, but they are different. Skin purging happens when you are using a very strong active, often a retinoid or even a liquid or a cream exfoliant. And it can cause the skin to start purging, and it is a temporary thing. However, skin purging and skin irritation are different. Purging tends to happen on the areas of the face where you are prone to breakouts. Skin irritation and the blemishes that can come from that tend to happen in areas you do not normally break out. So for me, I would break out generally in this area here. It's quite clogged for me and a little bit on the top of the forehead. That's my normal areas. When I start to break out on the top of the cheekbones, I know that this isn't a purge, that this is irritation. So knowing your own skin can help you in deciding whether to continue with the product or whether to just discontinue it, because it isn't a purge, it's just irritation. There you go. That's my favorite nonsense talk, all done and over with. Now I'm going to try and look a little bit happier and refilm the video. Thanks for watching. See you all soon. Bye-bye.